Hi, and thank you for joining Team LNG as we discuss how liquefied natural gas export is an exciting opportunity for Canada to demonstrate its leadership in climate change mitigation and foster economic reconciliation with Indigenous peoples. If you're already intrigued, please listen to our full-length talk in the Indigenous Partnerships and Science session. This work was presented at the Redevelop Conference in May 2021 and is the culmination of several months of hard work, collaborative research, and training in responsible energy development. To begin, world energy production is transitioning to fuels with lower carbon intensity, such as liquefied natural gas or LNG. If you're not familiar, the LNG value chain from the Montney Formation gas fields in northern eastern BC to the coastal area of Kitimat, BC, where the LNG Canada export facility is located. So here, this is shown in Figure 1A and can be explored further using the QR code, so you can see this in a little bit more detail. LNG can displace higher carbon intensity fuels like coal, but the extensive project footprint of LNG transects many Indigenous communities and is emission intensive. We sought to determine if the potential benefit of LNG Canada as a displacement for coal in Asia outweighed the cost to people and climate. In particular, we focused on the impact of LNG Canada on the Haisla First Nation. LNG Canada is right on the water in the Douglas Channel, which is 3 kilometers away from Kitimat Village, the home of the Haisla First Nation, which you can see in Figure 1B, which is right here. They are the most impacted by this development and on the downstream end of things and have benefited to date, although they've also endured cultural and social costs from the project. So we considered the impacts and created a impact mitigation matrix, which is shown in Figure 2, so that's this here, to assess the urgency and the importance of mitigation measures against the probability and severity of their identified impacts. So the size of each circle corresponds to the degree of the impact. So a larger circle is a greater impact. So we learned that addressing the lack of social supports and corruption of tradition and values are of the utmost importance and must be prioritized in terms of their partnership with LNG Canada and making sure they benefit. So let's consider the advantage of Western Canadian LNG regarding greenhouse gas emissions. So for this, we considered a scenario where Japan switches its electricity generation from coal to LNG from LNG Canada. And we selected Japan because of its heavy reliance on imported coal after Fukushima. So we utilized existing life cycle assessments, or LCAs, and the LCA is a method that analyzes each stage that constitutes the value chain of some products, so for example LNG, and its total environmental and energy impact in terms of greenhouse gas emissions. So we found that power generation was the most energy intensive step of this whole process. So if Japan's power generation is swapped from coal to LNG from LNG Canada, we actually found that the full life cycle GHG emissions could be reduced by a maximum of 53% per megawatt hour. So this is a great example of how LNG is a superior fuel in terms of greenhouse gas intensity and could substantially benefit global efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and meet Paris climate targets. So in summary, although there are many challenges, roadblocks ahead for LNG, especially related to reducing carbon dioxide emissions, we believe that we've shown in a small way how LNG can benefit the Haisla people and also serve as a key to climate change mitigation efforts. Thank you.